Thank you so much for joining us. I'm really excited to share this information with you and give you guys some insight. So for all of you who this is the first time here, welcome. I'm Meredith, as I already introduced myself. I am the founder and lead marketer here at Marketing Maiden. We are a small, Loveland-based marketing company helping all small business owners and solopreneurs on their marketing journey. So when this new update happened, I know I had to reach out to you guys. I know I had to talk you guys through it. My last few days have been overwhelmed with questions about MailChimp. What does it mean to me? What's going on? What changes do I have to make? So I wanted to come straight to you guys, talk it out, and let you know what's going on. So I think it was about 2 days ago, it was on the 15th, that MailChimp officially announced what they're doing, their new project, their new rollout, big things for them, and we're super excited. MailChimp mostly was an email marketing platform. They've done other things in the past and they offered other things for a long time, but they've switched from an email marketing platform and now they're calling themselves an all-in-one marketing platform. And I think that's wonderful for all our small business owners out there, for everyone's out there who's looking for an all-in-one marketing platform. This really could be a great solution for you. So I want to get into it. I want to give you the details and I want to let you know what features might be available and be of benefit for you. So this email went out on the 15th, letting you know that there's been an update to the terms of use. And there's all information about the new pricing and the new features and new billing and all of this stuff. And I think a lot of people got confused. They weren't sure what was going on and they reached out to me to answer. So I want to go through kind of the information, the details, and let you guys know what's going on. The number one question that I got is, how much is this going to cost me? I already know that's the number one question for most people out there. Most people saw that there's a change, that there's going to be pricing structures and different things available, and they want to know how much it was going to cost them. So I think that's the most important thing for us to cover, so let's dive right into it. So most people who have used MailChimp in the past or continue to use it in the future are really in one of two categories. Either you pay for MailChimp or you don't. Now, most of you out there, and probably the majority of the people who currently use MailChimp, don't pay them monthly. They're on that free plan. Previously, you could email market out through MailChimp for free as long as you had less than 2,000 contacts. And that was a great system for so many of the small business and solopreneur owners out there. And they are still sticking to that, but there's a few small changes. So let's dive in. First, if you are currently paying for MailChimp, so you currently have 5,000, 10,000 or more, you're currently paying for MailChimp, you're welcome to stay on that pricing and plan. You're welcome to keep that. Now, I'm just getting information off of MailChimp website. I don't have any special details, so I don't know how long you're going to be able to keep that or anything. But as of right now, they're saying that you're able to stay on that current pricing and plan. So that's good news for a lot of you out there. There were a section of people out there who paid for MailChimp, but really was a pay-as-you-go type owners, users, what they called you. And this is, you bought credits and used those credits as you needed to. So it was kind of a smaller chunk, an easier way to pay for your email marketing. The only kind of change there is pay-as-you-go users. Any credits purchased before May 15th of this year, those will expire in May 15th of 2020. So you have 1 year to use those. Any credits purchased after May 15th will expire within 12 months from their purchase time. So I don't know how much longer they're going to be allowing people to buy credits. I don't know if this is something they're going to be continuing to doing, but I know a lot of you out there do buy credits. Maybe you wanted to use their inbox feature or maybe just some of their features and you found it better to just purchase as you go. So if you purchase credits, you have until 2020 to use those. If you're going to continue to purchase credits, then you have 12 months to use those. So those are kind of the previous paid customers. Now, a lot of you were free customers. And this is where there is a small change. So MailChimp used to count contacts as an active email address in a list. Whether it is in more than one list, that's other details, but an active contact in a list. They've changed it from contacts to audience. So that's a new word that they're using, your audience. With MailChimp going forward, you have to have an audience of less than 2,000 people. Now, this audience will include your email contacts, but it will additionally include your unsubscribed contacts and your bounced email addresses. Because MailChimp is moving to an all-in-one marketing platform, they feel that just because the email address unsubscribed or bounced, that you may still want to send a postcard to them, or you might want to use them in your lookalike mailing, that, Facebook ads that you do, they're still valid information. So contacts are now going to be unsubscribes, bounces, and active email addresses, or contacts that don't have an email address. All of those count towards your total, in which you're allowed to have 2,000 of those. Now they are going to offer this feature where you can go ahead and archive, so if you have a whole bunch of bounced email addresses and you want to archive those, so they're still there, but they don't count. They are going to offer that feature. But just be aware that they are going to continue to have a free plan and that you can still use that free plan, but you have to have less than 2,000 contacts total. Now I took a screenshot of this in MailChimp because I want to show you guys what that looks like. So let's go ahead and bounce over to my screenshot. This is a client of mine, and this is their current numbers. So you can see, and you probably can't see my mouse, but we're looking in the upper left. It says this audience has 7,870 contacts. 4,365 of them are subscribers. So that means their email marketing list has 4,300 contacts, and they have about 3,500 contacts that have unsubscribed, bounced, or we have taken them off of the list. Going forward, they will count the whole number, the 7,870 contacts, as the billable amount of your audience in MailChimp, not just the subscribers. So this is that real big difference. That's the difference that a lot of you are asking me about, a lot of you are confused about. That's the difference right there. So now any contact, any entry, whether they have an email address, if that email address bounced, if they've unsubscribed, it doesn't matter. They're going to count as an active contact or an audience member, and that audience member is going to count towards your 2,000 free contacts or audience members or emails, whatever you call them, it's all the same thing. You get 2,000 of those. So I hope that answered the main question that you guys have. So if you have any questions about that, go ahead and leave it in the comments below. I have my chat screen up so I can answer your questions. And if you're watching this in recording and you still have a question, leave the comment below and I'll answer it for you. So those are kind of the main things that are going on with MailChimp right now, is that pricing structure. They're going to be offering kind of a monthly pricing structure that we're going to dive into later once we cover what features are coming, what features aren't changing, and then we'll dive into pricing. So I think for most people out there, most small business owners and most solopreneurs do have a list under 2,000 contacts. Growing, getting better, getting stronger, but most people currently have a list less than 2,000. So really, it applies to you some of the other features. With all these changes that are coming to MailChimp, are any of those worth them to your small business? Are any of these features worth that extra monthly cost? Then can be a benefit for you. So let's talk about some of the features that MailChimp is now rolling out. So like I said, they're moving past just the email marketing platform and they're really going to an all-in-one marketing platform. So their idea is to make sure that any small business owner can really start with MailChimp, go through the whole, sales cycle with them, end with them, and not have to go to any other system. I think they're very close to that. There's a lot of great features. I don't agree that this would be the only platform that you need, but if this is the only platform that you're using, you're doing great and you're doing the right things and you're getting there. So that's totally okay. So the biggest thing that they released is what they're calling their marketing CRM. Now that's marketing customer relationship management software, usually. So a CRM is designed to hold all of your customer information. In the past in MailChimp, it was really only best to put maybe first name, email address, and some other details in there. I didn't like their system that much for organizing my actual customer data. So many of my customers were on a separate CRM. Now that MailChimp has introduced this CRM, you can see if this is going to be a good fit for you. Their idea behind the CRM, and I'm going to read it for you, says keep all of your contact information and data in one spot. And it's really their idea is how beneficial this is for the flow of your business. So MailChimp offers sign-up forms. They always have both embedded and external sign-up forms. So the idea here is that they use the sign-up form and they get into your MailChimp list, your audience. From there, they're able to organize the data. Did this person purchase from me? Where did this person come from? You're able to tag and organize your data. From there, you're also able to see your data growth, such as engagement, growth, and revenue reports available on different plans. and then from there, be able to automate a campaign. So in the past, depending on what platforms you used, you may have to have your sign up forms from someone, your database from someone, and then you're going to take that and you're going to, organize your contacts in your database, and then you're going to send them marketing from there. That can be a lot of steps. So MailChimp really designed it so that you go from your sign up form into your CRM, then you can individually organize and tag your contacts. Then you can get insight and data about them to send them automated campaigns inspiring them to purchase. So that's the idea behind their CRM. And I think the CRM is a very good tool. I think depending on your different business, I think this can be very helpful or not as helpful. I think it's a really interesting tool. I think there's a lot of information there, especially since now they have something called an audience dashboard. This is another new feature that they're introducing. And this gives you the tools you need to understand and collect data and act on it, is what they're calling it. Basically, your audience dashboard is going to give you insight into your audience. It's going to tell you certain contacts, certain people, and I'll show you what this looks like as we switch over here. Give you details, give you information, and let you act upon it. So this page that we're looking at right now is going to change a bit, and it's going to look a bit different. Soon it's going to have little sections that say, these amount of people have engaged with your campaign. Do you want to send them out a follow-up campaign? These people have abandoned their cart. Do you want to send them a follow-up campaign? Those types of things. So within the CRM, they also feature of that dashboard. Basically, they want it so you can go into MailChimp, put all of your information in there, and then MailChimp give you some suggestions on how to better market to this audience that you're growing. So that's kind of their idea behind it all. You're going to come in, you're going to get the information, you're going to be able to tag them, you're going to be able to see how they're doing and send them those campaigns when they're at different stages of their marketing cycle. This is very helpful. I know a lot of small businesses out there wish they could do this in a system that was easy to understand. And I think that MailChimp has created a pretty simple system that you can follow to do all of these things. The website integrations are pretty easy. They're not going to be too hard. Setting up automation is pretty easy. Again, not going to be too hard. I think as a solopreneur, you can really do this for yourself and create a really good marketing funnel without working too hard. So I do think there's a lot of value there. The other thing that it's touting that its new feature is the contact profiles, and I'm just reading here what it says. It says it gives you an in-depth view of each audience and kind of some insights. This looks very similar to what it used to look like. I didn't see anything big on there that really stood out to me. I didn't find anything that really excited me, except for if you're a business owner who has a shop. So maybe you use Shopify or something like that. You have a shop. And you want to be able to see in your CRM transactional history. So this person bought something here, they got an email here, they were targeted in an ad here, they bought here. It's going to be really good for that. You're going to be able to take a look at your contact and really see their information, their email history, when they've been targeted in ads, but also their purchase history and their follow-up campaigns. So I think that if you are a shop owner, the contact details are going to be very beneficial for you. If you're someone who is going to strictly continue to use MailChimp for email marketing, it's not going to really have much more information than you've seen in the past or be more beneficial. And that's okay. It's really for that users that's going to use the whole platform. But it's a pretty nice feature, so I wanted to talk about it. The other thing that I find very interesting, actually, that they're throwing in is something called Content Studio. So I work with so many business owners who I ask for a logo and they have no idea where it is or where their asset photos are. Where is your brand identity photos? Where's your social media icon photos? And they don't have any of that stuff because it's really hard to organize data. MailChimp saw this as something that our small business community needs and really wanted to create something called Content Studio that lets you sync and store all of your photos, files, and brand media together so that you can create campaigns really easily. Basically what this means is in MailChimp, you'll be able to upload your logo, your branding, some iconic photos that you use, some of your classic marketing pieces, your branding marketing pieces, throw them into MailChimp, and when you're trying to do an email, when you're trying to do Facebook ads, when you're trying to do social media posting, when you're trying to create a postcard, when you're trying to create automation campaigns, those assets will be available available to you the whole time. You'll be able to use, a photo that's stored in Content Studio and put it in any of those different types of campaigns. I think that's very helpful to a lot of small business owners. It's hard getting files off your phone or off your computer and getting them into your system and getting them looking good and not degrading in quality. So to have the ability to have all of your photos and brand media in one spot and use that through a lot of different campaigns, hey, I think that's a great feature, and I think a lot of you are really going to like that. So thumbs up on that one. I thought that was really good. Something else that they're doing down the line, and it says coming soon, is they're going to be doing website and domain registration. I don't know how I feel about this. I'm not sure what they could do for us that you can't get through Google domains or any of the other kind of Google or non-Google domain servers out there. I'm interested to see what comes. I'm interested to see what they can offer us over GoDaddy, over Bluehost, over those kind of big dogs in the area. They said it's coming soon, so once I get more information about that, I'll give you guys some updates. So those are kind of the new features that are in MailChimp. Those are the ones that really stuck out to me that I think you guys need to know about. There's other new features. They're doing other things here and there to kind of add to the value, but those are the ones that I really feel like you guys need to know and of our value. One of the things that I want to talk about as well are some of the new features that I'm going to call features for advanced users. Most people just use, like I said, MailChimp for email marketing, and those things that I just talked about apply to the email marketing world and how you would continue to use MailChimp. For the advanced users who really want to take on MailChimp and use everything that this new all-in-one marketing platform has to offer, there's some really interesting new features that I want to talk about real quick. The first one is the lookalike audience finder. So, you're using MailChimp now as your CRM. You're loading in your audience, people with email addresses, people without email addresses, all of that. Your ideal customers should be in that list. Those are the people who bought from you, who you want to buy from you. Those are your ideal customers. MailChimp is now going to have a functionality where you can work with either social ads, so this is through Facebook or Instagram, or the postcards that they offer. That's that hard mail postcard. We're going to use your data in your CRM and create lookalike audiences for you to advertise to. So this means if you have a list of 500 people who have purchased from you and they're your ideal customer, and you want to start a Facebook campaign and you want to find more customers like your ideal customer, MailChimp is going to make that really easy for you. They're going to take your CRM list, they're going to use all the information that they can to find people who are very similar to who is currently on your list and market to them. And that works, like I said, for Facebook, for Instagram ads, or for the postcards, the direct mailing postcards. I think this is really cool. This is not something new. This is something that you could always do. You can always go ahead and upload your list to Facebook and create a lookalike audience. This isn't something new, but it's nice to have it in one platform. The idea of being able to jump on, have all your media already in your Content Studio, create a Facebook ad, have MailChimp put it all together for you and send it, I think is something very cool. I know a lot of solopreneurs out there have a hard time with Facebook ads. The business manager is kind of ugly. It's not very straightforward to make the ads. They're kind of messy. So having a solution where you can still do Facebook advertising, but not have to learn the Facebook advertising platform is a really great thing for a lot of you guys. I think that's going to be a good tool, and I'm pretty excited about it. I'm excited to see how it works. I'm excited to test it to see if it's as good as my own lookalike audience and what I would choose for myself. I'm excited to see that information there, and I think it's going to be a really good way for people to manage those social media ads out there and postcard mailing in a much easier all-in-one kind of spot. So I'm looking forward to that one. The other thing that it has is it's going to be offering, like I said, digital ads. And I believe this is something that they've been testing for a while and is available. But they're going to be giving you the ability to do Facebook ads and Instagram ads, as well as Facebook, Instagram, and Google retargeting ads. So your original ads, those are the ads and they don't know you, they don't know who you are. It's going to go ahead and advertise out to your audience or a lookalike audience. Retargeting is anyone who's been to your website or been to your ad and you want to supply them with another message, a follow-up message to truly encourage them to purchase from you. I love retargeting ads. I think they're one of the best things out there. I think they're really effective and have had a really great ROI, but they're difficult to understand. I know a lot of small business owners don't actually do retargeting ads because it really needs that professional touch to kind of understand what it means and what it does. I do a lot of that for my clients, but not as many people do that on their own. So the fact that you can get this in an all-in-one marketing platform is great, guys. Go ahead and test it out, see how it works. See people who have visited your website and then make sure they see your ad again and really encourage them through that whole buying and marketing cycle. I think it's great. I think it's a great option for a lot of you guys, and I'm intrigued to see how it works for you. So I think that's going to be a really good one. Another thing that they're adding is social posting. So before with MailChimp, when you went ahead and put out your campaign, you could definitely go and post it on your social media as well. They've taken that one step further and giving you something very similar to like a Hootsuite or a Buffer, where you can schedule Facebook and Instagram posts in advance and then go ahead and push those out. The real benefit here is, again, it's connecting to your content studio, so all of your photos are right there. It's really frustrating to have to upload photos separately to MailChimp and then separately to social media and then from your phone to social media. I get it, it's tough. It's one of the hard things about kind of this connected world that we're in. So the ability to have all of your content in one place and then take those assets that you've loaded in and use them in your social media posts, I think that's really cool. I think that's a great way to manage your social media, and I think that's an awesome thing for small business owners. The only thing that I will say about that is if you're going to use that, MailChimp to manage your social media, that is obviously a third-party tool. I have a quantifiable difference when I use a third-party tool like Hootsuite, like Buffer, like SocialBee, like MailChimp to post on my social media. Quantifiable difference than if I post it myself organically. My numbers drop when I use a third-party platform. And all of them say that they won't, and whatever you read, it says that doesn't happen. It does happen. I run a lot of social media accounts. I do this day in and day out, and I can tell the difference from when I post organically and when I use a third-party tool to post. Specifically on Instagram more recently, I think that's one of the new algorithm changes. So, with this social posting, I'd rather you post with this tool than not post at all. So if this is going to help you sit down on Sunday or Monday, load in all your social media content, and it just worked for you through the week, perfect. Absolutely do it. I support it 100%. I'd rather you use this tool and post than not post. But if you're really working on your engagement, if you really want to build a community and you really want to hit bigger numbers, then you're going to have to post organically. This means on Instagram posting from your phone, and on Facebook either posting from your phone or posting from your computer. Day of, in the moment, direct post. There is a difference. So depending on your marketing strategy and how much time you're focusing on your marketing strategy each week, I will say this will be a good or a bad benefit. I think if it gets you posting, it's worthwhile and worth trying. It's better than not posting at all. So those are kind of those advanced features, and there's actually a few more that we'll talk about, but some advanced features that you might find that are new to MailChimp that could be really beneficial for your small business. Now there are some things that are not going to be changing, and as far as I can tell right now, email marketing is not really changing at all. I read some things that there's going to be some templates. MailChimp, you never impress me with your templates. Period. You just don't. They're not pretty. They're not great. They're not intuitive. There's something that take a little bit of time. So email marketing is not really going to change. How you do your email marketing is not going to change. Hopefully there'll be some new beautiful templates, but I don't foresee that happening. Landing pages, not really going to change as well. I know a lot of people haven't been using landing pages. Great feature of MailChimp. You totally should be using them if you're not using them. They're not going to change in this newest change, but they recently were rolled out. Long and the short, landing pages are great. MailChimp gives you the ability to offer a free download, to offer a purchase, to offer an email opt-in from a great looking landing page going directly into your list. This is great for the solopreneur. If you're someone who does podcasts or videos or anything that you want, just a quick and easy sales page, we'll call it, really a landing page. Great tool, definitely should be using it, but I don't think it's going to be changing from what it was previously. Also, I don't think postcards are changing at all. Those, again, are a somewhat new feature, something that they only introduced a few months ago. But basically, MailChimp will give you the ability to design and mail out hard copy postcards. I think these are cute. I think they're great. I haven't seen any difference between those and Murdoch Mail or Vistaprint or any of the classic ones out there. So if you like it, I think it's a great tool. Not going to be changing, but definitely something worth, including in your full marketing funnel. So those are the features and benefits. Those are what's going on with MailChimp. Those are some of the new things going on with MailChimp. And those are some of the features that I think all of my small business owners out there and solopreneurs may really enjoy. So go ahead and now leave me some comments, guys, if you have any questions about those features or anything like that, because we're about to jump into pricing. So any questions, go ahead and leave that. Any questions in the comment, I'll come back and answer. And I hope that really explained to you what they're offering. As a quick summary, they're really branching out from email marketing. They're offering things continuing like email marketing, landing pages, and postcards. But they're also offering a CRM tool to organize all of your contact information. They're offering digital ads and social media posting, as well as lookalike audiences, and one of the big ones, Content Studio, where you can store and organize all of your brand content. So great. Those are the features, like I said. I think they're really beneficial, and I think a lot of you out there really like it. So let's go ahead and dive into the pricing, because I know that's a big question for a lot of you guys. So this is their new page, and I'm going to just scroll down for you guys, because they really have 4 pricing plans. It's quite funny because yesterday they had 3 pricing plans and today they have 4 pricing plans. So they're changing it up a little bit and they're changing the names. So guys, these names may change. They might be something like Pro as opposed to Premium. They're testing obviously, and you may see a different page. So like I said, they're still going to have that free plan, but then they're really pushing these 2 other plans, and that's the Essential at $9.99 a month and the Standard at $14.99 a month, and the Premium at $299 a month. Now these are all starting at these prices. It depends on how many contacts you have that you'll actually see this price. For one of my clients, I was looking at the Essential price for 8,000 contacts is around $65. So to just give you guys some information on the pricing. So these are really the 4 pricing tiers. Now this Premium tier all the way over here on the left, guys, that's really for people who are serious email marketers. When you need to batch, when you need to send in time zones, when you need to A/B test, when you want a custom code, that's Premium. Most of you guys are not going to need that. That's not going to be your category, but just so you know, it does exist. Most of you are going to fall into the Standard or Essential plan. So let's go ahead and dive in and see what's actually in those plans. So basically, the free plan, like I said, is under those 2,000 contacts. Let me scroll up just a little bit so you can see. One-click automations. So this is very simple on the free plan, very simple automations. When you get up to the bigger pricing plans, when you get up to that Essential or Standard plan, you're going to get a lot more options. You're going to be able to send all different types of campaigns. You're going to be able to email and A/B test. You're going to be able to do some different things. So depending on what you're looking for, there are different options. Again, let's go ahead and take a look. So this is mostly CRM stuff. This is how big your audience is. Oops, sorry guys, didn't mean to go that fast. This is how big your audience is. This is how many different dashboards you can have. This is how many tags that you can have. There's a lot. Most of the plans are all going to include many of the CRM elements. The things that are kind of on the upper tier or predictive demographics, meaning that MailChimp will let you know, like, here's your email address or here's your contact information. We think that this person is in this demographic, that they're this gender and then of this age. Predictive demographics are available in those higher tiers and may be something of value to certain marketers. Current lifetime value, again, those are going to be for the people who use this definitely more as a CRM and want to do different types of campaigns. So if you want to do ads and you want to do postcards and you want to do email marketing, these 2 higher tiers are really for you. They're going to be really good things. Now let's get into the brand and design. So Content Studio, very happy to say, is available in all plans. Basic templates are available in all plans. Outside of the free is where you start getting some better templates. It's where they remove their footer. And in those more professional level ones, you can throw in your custom coded templates. This custom domain section is just letting you know if for your landing pages, you wanted to have, instead of MailChimp slash 8543-90210 slash mail campaign slash landing page, if you wanted, marketingmaiden.com slash monthly membership landing page, well, then you would have to pay $99 a year to connect your domain. So custom domains is kind of that. Many of you won't use that, but that's that bit of information. Now again, let's go into those marketing channels: email marketing, landing page, Instagram ads, social posting, postcards, pop-up forms on the website. All of those are available to all of the users. So no matter if you're free or paid, you can access those. Of course, the ads will have to pay for the ad spend, but beyond that, you have access to the tools. Retargeting ads, again, is kind of more in that professional tier and is something in the most expensive campaigns. Automation, single-step automation is beautiful and available on everyone. Multiple step automation, again, that's something if you're a little bit higher up, is available on those higher tiers. Now we're getting into the insights and optimization. Basic type stuff is available to everyone. If you really want to get into the analytics and do A/B testing and do some splitting, you're going to need those bigger tiers. And support, just like everything else going on, seats are really like users, or what they're calling them. So free, you get 1, unlimited, the highest, 5 and 3. Monthly email send, I think this is an important piece of information. If you're on the free plan and you have 2,000 active email addresses, you can only send to them 5 times because you can have a max of 10,000 email sends per month. So just keep that in mind. Not many of you send more than 5 campaigns a month, so it's not something too many of you have to worry about, but it is an important piece of information. And again, just some of these other things going on here with MailChimp. So those are the different plans that they offer, and again, here are the pricings. So the other question that a lot of people are coming to me and they're like, okay, I see everything that's going on. Is this for me? Is this the right tool? And how does this compare to Constant Contact? Because I get that question all the time. So let's wrap up this call with covering these details for you. And guys, if you have any questions, go ahead and post them and I'm going to answer them at the end for you. So let's answer, who is this platform for? Who is this of benefit for? The new MailChimp all-in-one marketing platform is a really fantastic tool that I think a lot of people are going to enjoy. I think if you have an online shop, this is an essential tool for you. To be able to organize anyone who comes to your website, to get their information, to send them an abandoned cart email, to send them an order confirmation email, to send them a postcard on their birthday, to send them follow-up campaigns. Haven't bought anything in 3 months. Here's an email and a promo code. That is good. That is important, and that's something that if you own a shop, I think this is for you guys. Excuse me. If you're someone else who wants to do multi-channel campaigns, meaning you want an easy way to organize your social media, your social campaigns, your retargeting campaigns, and your direct mail and your email marketing campaigns, this is for you. So it doesn't matter what kind of business you are, whether you're a landscaper or a blogger or a perfumist, or it doesn't matter. If you're someone who wants to do multi-channel campaigns, this is a great tool. I do think that if I'm going to do multi-channel campaigns, I'm going to use different tools. I'm going to be in Google Ads doing the ads. I'm going to be in Facebook creating the ads individually. I'm going to do automation in a different platform. So if you were wanting to be uber professional, I would suggest maybe separating it out. So that's for us marketing professionals. That's anyone who's watching who's in the industry. I do think you want to stay on your native platforms for the best results. But if you're a small business owner, if you're a solopreneur, this could be a really, really great platform, because I know Facebook ads are hard. I know retargeting is hard. I know you like having all of your stuff in one place and be able to create great campaigns quickly and easily. So I think this could be for you. If you're someone who just doesn't want to do straight email marketing, this is still for you. It's still a good tool. It's still going to work just fine for you guys. It's still going to be a lot of value. So keep on using it if you're a straight email marketing customer. Who is this not for? I don't feel like this is a great system if you have a ton of contacts. I'm talking 5,000 plus contacts. I just feel if you're going to have that many contacts, that there are some features out there in other platforms that have a little bit more value. So if you're someone with that many contacts and you want to know my personal opinions, go ahead and email me, Meredith at Marketing Maiden, and we'll talk and I'll give you some of my personal feedback because that's a very small number of people. I think for the most part, if you have a larger list of contacts, you are going to want to be on a different platform that has better regulation, it has better spam control, it has better segmentation and a better way to see your contacts. Not that you can't use MailChimp if you have that many. I just think if I was managing accounts, which I do with many, many contacts, I would prefer different platforms. I think if you're someone who just really doesn't like MailChimp, because I know you're out there, I don't think these new features are going to sway you. I know some people have really strong opinions and I don't quite understand it because, whatever works for your business is what's best. But if you're someone with strong opinions, I don't think these new features are enough to win you over because while they're very valuable, I think if you have strong opinions, you're just kind of going to stay in your opinions and not like what they have to offer. So I think for a lot of business owners, this will be very helpful. I think for a lot of people who are their own marketers, this will be helpful. I think for people who are taking it to the next level and have marketing professionals who assist them with their marketing, they may choose other platforms. And I also really feel that if you're someone who wants big organic social media growth, that third-party integrations are not the right choice and you should be doing organic social media posting. So those are a little bit of my caveats. Otherwise, I think it's a good platform. I'm excited to dive in there more and I'm excited to really see what it has to offer. Now, the million-dollar question, how does this compare to MailChimp? Or MailChimp compare to Constant Contact? This is that ever go back and forth question. I think if you're someone who needs good designs quickly and easily, that Constant Contact is the tool for you. They have beautiful templates, quick and easy ways to edit them. You can just drop in a photo, drop in 3 sentences, drop in a link, and send out a gorgeous, timely email that's perfect for the season. If that's what you want, go with Constant Contact. If you're someone who does a lot of events, I feel like Constant Contact has some really great event management tools that can be of benefit to you. If you're a nonprofit, Constant Contact, I think, is a much better choice. Not only do they offer free nonprofit accounts, but they have tools like donation campaigns and other things that are very beneficial to nonprofits. If you're someone who's looking for integrated marketing campaigns, obviously MailChimp is a great choice for you. They are now bringing a lot of different things together and giving you a lot of tools in one spot. So if you're a one-man show, I think MailChimp will be really good for you. If you're someone who has a good handle on your branding, meaning that you want to use that content studio for your branding, you want your branding on social media, and you're willing to do the work in their lackluster template to get good branding, then MailChimp is a great option for you. So it really depends on your needs. If you're someone who wants to easily manage social media ads, then MailChimp is really going to be a good choice. I think that's a great feature. If you're someone who just wants to do a little bit more marketing without a ton more work, then I think MailChimp will be a great choice for you. As far as pricing is concerned, MailChimp, as far as I can see for pretty much every category, is just about a little bit cheaper than Constant Contact, about $15 to $20 cheaper. They really did their market research to see. So, in short, if you're the solopreneur, if you're a business owner who has a good handle on your branding or is a shop, I think MailChimp is really these new features are just going to be it for you. I think they're worth the money. $9.99 a month or $14.99 a month isn't a lot. I know for a lot of us that can be a lot, but I think you really get a lot of benefit out of that. Particularly if you're someone who's going to use the social media tool, you can't get a better price than that for a social media tool. So really being able to plan it out, even though it may have slightly lower numbers, it's a great tool and very beneficial. So I think that MailChimp can really work for you guys. I think that if you're someone who has a bigger list, that cares deeply about deliverability, who wants to be able to pick up the phone and call support whenever they have a question and want great branded, quick and easy designs, Constant Contact is the right one for you. I think they're very different. I think that any small business can really use both and be successful. I don't think one is necessarily better than the other because I think they both have different features. I'm really excited about what MailChimp is doing, and I think it opens up a lot of space for small business owners to use their tool, to take their marketing to the next level, and to really do a little bit more without a ton more effort. Just that little bit more social media push, that little more social media planning, that little more effort to get the postcards out without having to go down a huge funnel of learning all of these new things or taking on too much. So very excited, excited to see how and what more changes MailChimp is going to roll out, if they're going to stick with this pricing, if they're going to change anything. Officially today is Thursday, May 16th, and this is the changes as of this morning, just a few hours ago. So things may change, they may alter things, and I'm sorry if that happens. I did as much research as I could, and I think this is going to be the information for you guys, so I don't think that we're going to have any changes. So guys, I hope that answered a lot of your questions. I hope that gave you all the information that you're looking for, and then that really answers your questions about MailChimp, the new changes, and what's going on and how they affect your small business. So I love you guys all so much. Thank you for joining me. Again, I'm Mary from Marketing Maiden, here to help you out, here to give you guys information. Now, I know a lot of my clients had a lot of questions about MailChimp, and I want to just let everyone out there know that I do offer a monthly subscription membership where for just $50 a month, me and you, marketing call, marketing information, I'm on your side, here to help you build out your marketing strategy. So all of my clients who were in that program were able to call me over the last few days and get all of their questions answered. So if you really like what's going on here and you want someone on your side to help you with your marketing, send me an email, meredith@marketingmaiden.com, and I'll be happy to give you details about that little monthly membership, get you signed up, and get you scheduled on a call so we can really develop your marketing plan. For everyone else, I hope that this was helpful. I hope this information answered your questions, and I hope you have an absolute beautiful day. Congratulations on your business and all that you're doing. You're doing wonderful and you're growing. I can't wait to see you guys all soon in my next video. Have a nice night.